Alright, guys, we are here. We are here with the one, the only, Ferrets. Hello, Ferrets. How are you?
I guess who's back? Back again. It's me.
Ferrets is back. Tell a friend.
Well, I mean, sadly, there's only one other friend you could not tell right now, so.
Oh, Ferrets needs more friends, people. Phone a friend.
I'm lonely.
Alright, so
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
what?
I'll continue. Continue!
Alright, well, yeah, if anyone wants to rewind that bit, there's nobody said. No, yeah. But anyway, there has been a new patch. That is the H patch. It was released today. And I'm literally going to read out patch notes while attempting to land at Port Olisar. This is going to be fun. So, obviously, Star Citizen Alpha 3.13.1h PTU patch 7419804 patch notes. Now, obviously, it's an alpha. Attention, audiences or backers. Database reset is yes. Long-term persistence enabled. Pledge copy enabled. Starting UEC is $15 million alpha. Now, obviously, testing focus is general stability, bug fixes, and the Fleet Week event. So I did get to just check that, and I did get to try that out, and we'll talk about that in a sec. So, 9 issues. Items missing after an update, character reset, pledge change, or pledge copy. A normally long delay between pickup and obviously sorting FPS minables, harvestable items. The customized nameplates do not appear to be visible on multiple ship skins and variances. The constellation can despawn. On landing pads, trolleys are unable to be pulled, and obviously in the cargo ramps and the usual stuff. The constellation can despawn when flying 30 kilometers away from the undocking. Undocking with the moving ship lags behind, causing a large snap to the docking position. Trolleys can be found at Area 18 hangars, are clipping through the floor, removing functionality. Players can spawn facing the wrong way and end at the start of or after dying an arena commander. Fleet Week specific updates. Adjusted NPC behavior in the expo halls to help them not get stuck on walls constantly in single file lines. Fixed issues causing Expo Hall Hollow Greeter from only showing the idle animation. I did notice that she was stuck on that before. I didn't get to check that when it was actually out this time. I should have, but anyway. Disabled the H2 Hercules elevator in the Expo Hall, which I can verify they did because I tried to get aboard. But you could still move your camera and have a look inside. And then they also bug fixing the players should no longer damage ships while exiting and entering them. And
So
300 series customization should now appear in game with the account recopy of the latest patch. So if your 300 series still does not have the nameplates and stuff like that, just do a recopy on your pledge account and it should be there. Okay, apart from before we get into any of the expo situation or anything like that, what are your thoughts on the patch? It's kind of small, but what are your thoughts?
Supposedly they fixed the ramp thing, right?
Yeah, so I haven't had it much happen in the past few patches anyway. We were trying to do it yesterday and we couldn't get it to kill me. But I've played it for a while today, and I've not had one instance of the ramp killing me.
Or the 30Ks.
I have not had one. Not had a single 30k at all. It's been really, really good. There've been a couple of issues, but 30ks are non-existent. So yeah, I was flying around trying to do recordings. The only time I actually got disconnected from the server was actually when I went through and for idling. I was waiting for the bangle to turn up, and the server disconnected me because I was playing around with After Effects and
You were taking too long, right?
yeah, and I was just sitting there waiting, and It's like, hey, we're disconnecting you, because I was literally waiting at the wrong station for it. I was waiting over at Microtech when it actually turned up at like Hoston, I think it was. That's why I couldn't find it. But anyway, so like I say, the only time I've actually had a problem being disconnected from the server was literally from just inactivity and not 30Ks. I'm currently playing it right now as we speak, and look, there's a couple of little things. I noticed that the Pisces has that landing gear issue, where sometimes the landing gear won't rise or go down. It just gets stuck in this phantom state, and that means that you can't land at the landing pad because technically it's not got the landing gear down, even though it looks like it does. Blah blah blah. I also noticed that the Javelin had a couple of issues when we were over at Microtech. When it was supposed to come in for docking, it turned up, it was there, but it got stuck waiting for docking approval or something. I'm not quite sure. Eventually, it did start to move, like it was going to come into dock, but then it just disappeared because obviously it had taken too long. So that happened, and the Bengal carrier, like I say, I'm not sure about that because I was waiting at the wrong location. But apart from the whole Javelin, not docking and not doing the tour because it was waiting for approval or whatever it may be, at the end of the day, I really haven't had any problems at all, to be honest. Apart from the Pisces not putting its landing gear down. That landing gear bug that happens to the Pisces every now and then. But apart from that, it's been pretty smooth, actually. There's a couple of stutters here and there. When you go like in quantum drive, sometimes it's stuttering a little bit, but
that's a kind of normal, actually, right?
Yeah, the stuttering is a little bit worse than normal, but
So how would you rate this patch?
If the Javelin was functioning and working and it wasn't just a one-off, I would say this is probably a live candidate. But there's still things that they can fix, and they still have plenty of time, right? They still have 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
So maybe push this to live and then try and fix a couple of the other little bugs that are happening here and there with another PTU version, and if you don't get those problems sorted, you still have the live candidate that's live. Maybe what I would suggest.
I mean, honestly, I don't see any problem with keeping this with keeping this in the PTU for as long as they can.
I was just saying that if they keep it in PTU and they keep putting patches out, they might do something that might make it recess back to being unstable, where if they at least push it to live, they've got that as a safe point, and then go through and keep playing with it in the PTU to try and make it more better. But if they do stuff it up for some reason, it's like, well, hey, we've got this version, we've got this H patch, which is a live candidate, sort of thing. But they can always wind it back too. I suppose they could always wind it back to H if they wanted to. I suppose there's always that option. But yeah, no, I would say it's a pretty good damn patch, actually, to be honest. Yeah. What are your thoughts, opinions? Well, obviously you haven't had much of a chance to play it, but what are your thoughts and opinions? Was there anything that you would consider a major blocker, or?
Well, obviously the major focus would be the events for Fleet Week, and they would have to make sure that is on spot on, or as much as they can. Everything else, they seem to fix the problems with the Nova tank,
Yeah.
the problems with the C2 and all that. Um, yeah, they just have a few a minor. Well, they just have a few a decently sized blockers. If they could nail those in the next 3-4 days, then yeah, could definitely
Mm.
have a good alive thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say at the end of the day, it's pretty good. It's pretty good right now. I'm like pulling into Grimpex as we speak. Um, and like I say, I would, yeah, like obviously, we want to make sure the javelin is doing its thing, right? And obviously, that to me is a concern. If the javelin got stuck, um, that might be like, like, hey, that obviously probably needs fixing. I've seen I also have a bit of a problem at the moment with Grimhex. I'm trying to get Grimhex to open up.
You could just be 30K.
Maybe. No, here we go. Okay. It's the the audio was not disengaging from the when like your request landing, and then it says your request has been promoted or whatever, and it then shuts off. It wasn't doing the shut off part. It wasn't opening the doors. No, it's doing it's fine now. Might have just been the server having a bit of a fit. Why are you giving me an obstructed parking? This is
Here we go, folks.
they're going to impound my vehicle in 43 seconds because apparently I'm landing in. Hang on, I'll put this on the screen just so you guys can see it. So they're talking about me not departing, and there seems to be a bit of a bug with the Pisces. The Pisces seems to have a bit of an issue. Pisces is having a fit. But apart from that, like I say, that it's minor stuff like that. So at the end of the day, yeah. To be honest, who really flies the Pisces around besides me? Oh, and the park, and yep, okay, they've impounded it. Cool. But yeah, apart from that, like I say, it's just this minor little stuff that I have that nothing really major. Apart from that, everything else seems to be working fairly fine. So yeah. But yeah, as for the show was fine. There was no real major problems with the show. The A2, you can't access the elevators. I couldn't access them, but you can still go into the third person view and go through and use the movement on your camera to look at least into the bay. The A2 hasn't been updated. The bay is the same as it was before. That sort of half their state. So obviously that's not being updated. Apart from that, everything else seemed to be fine. I didn't really see many people complaining about the expo or anything in the comments. So yeah, I think it's a decent patch. Doesn't seem to be any 30K problems. So biggest problem I've got is the Pisces, to be honest. So
Who really flies the Pisces though?
well, apparently apart from me, no one. Well, apparently one other person does because I put up a thing on the issue council and someone else has said yeah they have the same problem. So yeah, there's 2 people that fly the Pisces apparently. But
It could just be your alternate account though, so it doesn't really count.
You know, it's not the whole count. But anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Apart from that, have we got anything else we need to talk about? Or any other news that I'm missing? Anything that's happening on Reddit that...
It's a Sunday, so there's not really much happening right now.
Cool, no worries. Alright guys, apart from that, obviously this video has been helpful. Please smack that like button if you're new to the channel. Welcome and subscribe. Don't forget to go and give Ferret some love, because at the moment apparently he needs friends.
Wow, and I thought we were friends.
Yeah, but you said you only got one friend.
I said one other friend.
One other friend, okay, so he's got two friends, alright. Apart from that guys, let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section.
I got two friends now.
Apart from that guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Apart from that guys, we'll probably see you tomorrow because chances are there's going to be another patch. Star Citizen keeps pushing them out. Which, to be honest, dude, if this shop assistant doesn't stop whinging, I'm going to take a pistol and I'm going to shoot you in the frigging kneecap. Seriously. I'm going to kneecap you, bro. I really, really am. Apart from that guys, let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Have a great night. Enjoy yourself, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Want to say bye? No? Ferrets? Bye?
I said goodbye.
Did you?
Yeah.
Your audio must be cutting out. No worries, guys. Have a great night.